Hey everyone! Happy New Year 2020 and happy Veganuary! Yay!
This is our third time doing Veganuary.
I know.
And I'm very excited about it. Speak much? No, I don't.
This is the energy that we're bringing into 2020.
You know what? 2020 is a new decade, except it's not really. Because everybody knows that the new decade begins with 2021.
All right, don't be that person.
But let's just say it's a new decade. It's a new dawn. It's a new time.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Let's do the right thing and go vegan.
So we started doing this a few years ago because we wanted to help out people who are like...
who are less fortunate than us in veganness.
No, who are thinking about maybe,
We want to make it easy for you guys.
Testing the vegan waters in January. I know a lot of people like to make resolutions and they think maybe I'm going to go vegan this year.
We want you to be successful.
Yes, and this is also for people who are already vegan. And
yeah, it's like not a refresher course, just like,
let's do this together.
Let's
start
just
on the
hang
right
out
foot
and be vegan together. And let's just do it.
Yeah, so like the previous 2 years, we're going to be posting a video every day on this beautiful Veganist Fork channel. So we're going to have a lot of different stuff.
I'm so nervous.
Come on. We're going to have lots of recipes. We're going to have Q&As. So if you guys have any questions for us, leave them in the comments below and we'll start making a list.
Right.
We're going to be doing what we like to call talkies, which is just where we sit and talk about a topic with you guys. Like this would be considered a talkie.
Well, this is our welcome to Veganuary talkie.
Yeah.
We've got some tips for you guys because we really want you to be successful.
Yes.
So, should we get right into the tips?
Yeah, I mean, today's video is pretty chill. It's just like a welcome
relaxed.
to Veganuary.
Yeah.
And let's talk some basic tips going into this new month.
Okay. Well, I think the first thing... Well, first I want to congratulate you for your decision. If you're not full-blown vegan, to reduce your animal product usage... That's great. And you made a difference.
Yay.
You might not think you're making a difference, but you're making
are.
a huge difference because many drops in the bucket make a big splash.
Right.
So my first tip would be find a friend to do this with because that's like twice the vegan. And you have somebody that you can commiserate with on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute, if necessary, basis because... It's
an adjustment.
It's an adjustment, yeah. It's something new.
This is somebody you could also share recipes with, share meals with. You can, hold each other accountable.
Talk about it with the people that you work with, maybe. Definitely talk to your doctor about it if you've got any health concerns or issues, because it is a complete diet change, really. It's
really like a lifestyle change, I think.
Well, veganism is, but like plant-based.
You're talking plant-based.
If you're not, now this is like the nitty-gritty. Vegan means you are cutting animal products and animal exploitation things out of your life.
Right.
So, like, you don't wear leather, typically, or wool, or, stuff like
Beauty
that.
products that test on animals.
You wouldn't go to a circus, and see animals perform unless it's Cirque du Soleil and then enjoy. But, if you're plant-based, it just means that you're not eating or consuming animal products.
Right. But I don't want everybody to get hung up on labels because I think that's a common trap and it just spreads a lot of negativity around the community.
And believe me, there's enough negativity in the internet vegan community right now. We've had a rough year. We'll address that in future videos. We have, not us personally.
Oh, I thought you meant us. I was like, I don't know about that.
No, the YouTube vegan community has had some upheaval this past year, but we're not ready for that yet. Let's just talk about vegan.
Okay. Number 2.
Don't have expectations going into this. Don't think you're going to have to feel a certain way. By
a certain date.
Yeah, don't expect to lose a certain amount of weight. Don't expect to lose any weight because just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's healthy. I mean, if you're expecting to lose weight, you shouldn't be eating like vegan junk food because just because it's called vegan doesn't magically make it low calorie or healthy for you.
Right.
So if you're planning on losing weight, you're definitely going to want to do like a whole foods, plant-based diet. But don't get hung up on the title vegan. It's not magic. It just means no animal products.
Believe me, there is plenty of vegan junk food out there.
And it's delicious. Hey, you know what? You got to have a little junk food in with the healthy food too.
Okay.
Have some ready-made items to ensure your success. The last thing you want to be doing is trying to be thinking up a vegan meal when you've never made one before when you get home from a hard day at work.
Mm-hmm.
Do some meal prep or something like that, or just buy like some of the pre-made chicken patties or something like that, just so, or have lots of pasta on hand.
I
and
know
beans and
we were just talking about junk food, but I think when you're transitioning into veganism, it is good to have things like meat replacements and like faux meats around because it's going to make your transition a lot easier.
Right. I mean, also don't get hung up on like, I have to have a protein, like a meat replacer. I have to have a rice or a starch or something and a vegetable to make my plate complete, because veganism is not like that.
Right.
You don't need like all of the food groups because like all of the food groups are good.
I mean, that being said though, you do want to make sure you're getting all the right nutrients.
Exactly. But don't feel hung up like that you need a meat replacer as the meat.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So bring a dish if you're going to party during the holiday season, or if you have a family get together, or
yeah, whenever we get together with family, we like to bring our own dish, so it takes a lot of pressure off of the host, and
we like to be the ambassador of veganism.
Yes.
Even if nobody's interested, we still want to make something.
We're just putting it out there.
That's tasty that they wouldn't mind eating, because we don't want the host to have to jump through hoops, like she said.
Right.
So, and we want something tasty to eat too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Always have some snacks on hand in your purse or knapsack
or in your car.
Yeah.
This is something that I am a very big advocate for.
Don't get hangry.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what situation you're going to end up in. Say you are meeting up with friends for some sort of meal or something, and, there aren't a lot of vegan options, and you want to stick with your plan to not eat animal products. It's good to have your own snack ready to go just in case.
And honestly, if you're eating vegan, chances are the food does not keep you satisfied as long as non-vegan food for the most part.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So you're going to be hungry more often. Don't make the mistake of many new vegans by not eating enough food. You got to eat enough food because you're going to be eating more volume of food, chances are, if you're not eating like the junk food.
Yeah.
So don't get hangry.
Okay.
Because you're just going to lash out and be like, I can't do this. It's too hard.
Right.
And also don't fall into the trap of like, all right, I'm doing this extreme vegan diet where I'm only eating like raw food, or I'm going on a water fast for a month, or don't do that. Make sure you eat enough food and make sure you eat food that's good for you.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least for today.
Don't beat yourself up.
It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to slip up. Nobody's going to show up and try and take away your vegan card.
There's not really a vegan card, but no. I still make mistakes. I made a mistake last week. I've been vegan for almost 5 years. February 1st is my veganiversary of 5 years. And I bought a stupid cereal that had honey in it. And I just assumed, I didn't completely read the label, and I got it home and my husband said, that cereal's got honey in it. And I was like, oh, great. But, it happens. Or sometimes it happens and you don't even realize it.
You just got to let it go.
You got to let it go. You're going to make mistakes. Things are that you didn't intend to happen are going to happen. You might go to a party and assume that the mashed potatoes weren't made with butter, but they were.
Even if you're not like assuming something and you're just straight up like, I need this candy bar right now.
Yeah.
Don't let that completely derail you. Just go ahead, get back to it.
Veganism is not about being perfect. Vegans aren't magically made into these perfect beings. If you're traveling somewhere and the only option for you to have is, say, some cookies that are not vegan, or, you know, something that's not vegan, eat it. Because you shouldn't starve yourself and not eat vegan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You shouldn't, you know what I mean? You shouldn't try to be perfect for the sake of being vegan. The very definition of veganism is reducing the amount of animal products and suffering in the world.
Okay.
So it doesn't say eliminate, it says reduce, because there is no perfection in veganism. So
I feel like we've talked enough for today.
I think so.
So let us know in the comments what your tips are for new vegans, or if you are somebody who's trying out veganism for the first time, let us know your concerns. Let us know what you guys want us to make videos about for the next month. You know, any suggestions you have would be greatly appreciated. And again,
Yes,
we're going to be doing a Q&A soon, so leave your questions in the comments as well.
Let me just interject so you can feel instantly better for a second. It took me several tries of going vegan before it actually stuck. So if it doesn't happen right away,
it's gonna
keep
be okay.
trying. Keep trying. Yeah, there's no rules. That's the great part. There's no rules, so you can't F it up. Thanks for watching, guys. You are awesome, and we'll see you on the next Veganuary video. Till then,
Much love.